More than 116,000, the number of American soldiers killed in World War I. In World War II, it was more than 400,000 men and women who lost their lives protecting our country and protecting our freedoms. On this Memorial Day, KPAX's Kent Lutzen spoke with a 93-year-old World War II veteran who continues to share the stories of those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
Memorial Day is a day we remember our fallen soldiers and we honor those who made the greatest sacrifice, many of them losing their life, protecting our country and protecting our freedoms. It's also a time to listen and learn from those who have that first-hand experience from the past.
It would have taken days, possibly even weeks, to really appreciate the entire story of Jim Savelle. And in fact, this goes for all the other veterans who have memories of their own.
World War II.
For Jim, it started when he was 18, just freshly out of high school and making his way into the Navy.
It made me grow up real quick, and I think as it did most of the guys that were out there.
It was 1943, and Jim boarded the USS Detroit along with 449 other personnel. It's this moment where Jim says he went from a California boy to a man.
We did Iwo Jima in 5th of February of 45. We did Okinawa the 1st of April 45. We were the first ship to go into Tokyo Harbor. We went on August 28th for the surrender to be signed on September 2nd.
For many of us, just dates we read about from home. For Jim, a reality he and thousands of other veterans lived through. Whether he was under fire from Japanese kamikazes or just simply homesick, Jim says his faith helped him through those tough times.
We were blessed. From the very beginning of that war was 3 years, 8 months, and 23 days. And our ship was in it from the beginning to the end.
Out of the 449 other personnel on board the USS Detroit with Jim, he is just one of only 2 left living to tell these stories. And it's not just Jim's story. It's the thousands of other men and women whose memory we honor this Memorial Day. In Polson, Kent Lutzen, MTN News.
On September 1st, 1945, the USS Detroit sailed into Tokyo Bay and became one of only 2 ships that were there for both the Pearl Harbor attack and the Japanese surrender 4 years later.